dear viewers of Obian Horn of Africa. Today I'm joining Maha Jouini from Mauritania. Originally born in Tunisia, Maha Jouini is an entrepreneur, researcher, author, activist, feminist, and many more. Jouini earned her master's degree in computer science and technology from Tianjin University, based in China, focused on artificial intelligence and photography. She also earned her bachelor degree in French language and civilization from Tunis High Institute of Human Science, among others. Thank you very much for joining us, Maha Jouini, and it is really my pleasure to host you today.
Thank you, dear. The honor is mine. I spent 2 years in Addis Ababa, where I worked for African Union campaign to end child marriage in Africa. It was a great experience to serve my people, my African people. And also I learned a lot from Ethiopian civilizations. I learned from the language. I loved the Ethiopian spirits, the colors, the living together between all Ethiopian. You are such amazing, tolerant, and brave people. Well, I want to update you on some information. I'm Tunisian. I moved to Mauritania 2 years ago, where I launched the African Center for Artificial Intelligence and Digital Technology. Currently, I'm serving the youth continental consultation on African Free Trade Zone area, and the same as well as I'm a communication officer of to advocate for African Union campaign on promoting the protocol of free movement of person in Africa, because I believe that economy is our key to realize the Africa we want. So Africans have to come together, bring their voices, raise up their voices, and learning together. And you know, we need to act like one people, because we are one people and our future is one future. This is what I believe.
Thank you very much indeed for updating me. Thank you very much. Let me start my question. As I have already mentioned in my introduction, you are multidisciplinary professional and have many experiences. This is really very interesting, especially in Africa, women are not empowered enough. Please tell us how these all are possible at once. Yeah,
yeah, I know. Okay, well, actually, I hold a bachelor degree in French literature, as well as I hold BTS, brevet de technicien supérieur, in computer science. So I studied both. I switched from literature, civilization, into computer science. Then I moved to AU as a volunteer on African Union campaign, where I explore and I embraced the new technology, the Pan-African movement of women in tech. There in Ethiopia, I learned that women can do it. So, by chance, by support of Miss Nena Tundu, she's my friend, and she was the leader of African Union campaign to end child marriage, she enhanced my application for a master's degree in technology and computer science. Well, when I moved to China, I was with my fellow African at Duapa Africa platform. I met a lot of brave African ladies who inspired me and who made me believe deeply that women can do it. And by the way, there are many men who are multi-disciplinary persons. You can find a doctor who plays guitars, who is a musician. You can find a lawyer who has anything else different. However, no one asks them how how can do it because they are men. But when it is a woman, they keep asking you in a really tricky way because they want to underestimate your qualifications in a way like you are not able enough, you are not enough qualified to be AI experts and to write your PhD. This is how it is. However, I think that artificial intelligence is for creative people. It's a way of how you perceive things, how you see the world. This is artificial intelligence. It's art of connectivity. It's art of finding solutions. Literally reflecting what you are on your mind, on algorithm and on blockchains within this beautiful new technology, which I believe that it will save our continent.
People who discourage women are indirectly discouraging themselves.
Yes, yes.
I believe that way. And as you know, the startup of artificial intelligence is still in its infancy in Africa. And what is needed, to uplift this sector in the continent?
First of all, I learned a quote from Dr. Silvanus Ayani. He's a Nigerian expert in artificial intelligence based in America. I attended one of his conferences online and he said, the first challenging of Africans is their mindset. Africans have to change their mindset first, and then they will embrace the fourth industrial revolutions, which is called the revolution of artificial intelligence. Well, the issue now is first, our mindset. Our mindset means Africans don't have faith on themselves. They think that they have to get all new technology, export all their stuff from Europe, from America, from China, because all of foreigner goods are brands. However, African goods, African services is also branded. So they need to have faith on what they can offer. They need to have faith on their minds. Also, on the other hand, we have this investment attitude among Africans. Investors, when they want to invest, they put their money. They don't go to startups. They don't give investment to researchers, to academic institutes, to academical bodies. No, they go and buy lands. They maybe invest on, I don't know, on constructions. They invest in the old economic models. However, in reality, we are merging into digital economy. I mean, we are in the digital economy. So they have to change their investment way. Also, and I'm on the same field on changing mindsets. Our governments need to invest more on think tank, need to give more opportunity to research centers, because bringing solutions and thinking about digital economy and enhancing the process of digital transformation, it comes only if we African bring our own solution. Because let's give an example. For example, in Mauritania or Senegal or North Africa, all of processing of implementing models coming from France, it didn't work out. Because what we bring it from outside, it doesn't fit our economic model, because we have our own issue, we have our own climate, we have our own customers, we have our own mentalities, so we cannot export this model. We need to create our own. And new technology is based on authenticity, and it's flexible. So they don't have to fear it. They don't have to neglect us. We are here, we are their own. They need to have faith on us. This is what I believe.
Thank you very much. And as you mentioned, digitalization is, very important, and it is also optimal trade and business process, resulting in also cost reduction. But do you envision digitalization in Africa?
Digital transformation in Africa, it's in process, and we are in that, and we made our proof that we are tech people. Remember, in the timing of COVID-19 and the outbreak, all of the activities of African Union, of Pan-African movement, is merged into digital space, and we showed our commitment. We were there, we understood it. Also, for example, you can have a look at African student, African researcher in China diaspora. I met a lot of PhD candidates who come from Ethiopia, and they are studying math, physics. I had colleague in this, we were in the same unit at Tianjin University. He came from Ethiopia, and he is very expert in coding. Like we call him the Python guy. Can you believe that? And he's Ethiopian. What I said, that we have a bright mind as people. Especially, I met a lot of Ethiopians in China. You were at Tianjin Chufandashwe. The Ethiopians developed PhD. They were the highest number. But thanks to the cooperation between Addis Ababa University and Tianjin University of Education and Technology. Well, I realized that the quality of the students who came from Ethiopia, no, they are high qualified. They prove that when they apply for PhD, they got PhD. They don't have to study one extra year or 2 years to do the equivalence between the level. No, they have the experience. So I think African minds are embracing artificial intelligence, and they are qualified enough to do and to create their own technology.
And let me add also this question. You have also contributed to Sino-African relations. What is Sino-Africa? And what was your contribution there?
Yes. Yeah, I was part of Duapa Africa China platform. Yes, I was part of Duapa Africa China, and I joined them because I realized that Chinese, they have a stereotyped idea about Africans. A lot of them, they think that we are living on the trees. We came from highest mountains. We don't have electricity, and we need people to introduce us to the new civilization. And once I was in a seminar, and one of the Chinese lady, like she's a researcher, and she came to me asking where I do come from. So I told her that I come from North Africa. Bayfay means North Africa. So the lady, she didn't believe me. She said, no, Busher. So I told her, yes, how that? North African, why? So she said, no, you are very beautiful. You cannot come from that place. So I explained it to her. And then, no, I was asking her, why you said this? Why? African is beautiful. African ladies are very beautiful. You cannot say such things. So she said that, this is her analysis, that the Tunisian, Algerians, Moroccan, and Egyptian, they are bright colors because they are closer to Europe. And my country is the closest country to Italy. That's why I'm beautiful. So I told her, listen, this beauty comes from our land because we are beautiful. There is nothing coming outside. And here we are. Chinese think whenever they see any beauties in Africa, they relate it to colonization and relate it to anything comes from outside. When we joined Duapa Africa China is to brand Africans in China, to tell them we have our own civilization, we have our own language, we have our brave people. Italians, they couldn't invade Ethiopia. No one could invade Ethiopia. This is an example to share. You do have your own Bible, you do have your own language, which is still alive till now. Well, branding Africa in China means rebranding ourselves, making us proud of who we are. And feeling proud means like refusing to be manipulated by any exterior power. When I said feeling proud of who we are, I don't mean by its arrogance, misbehave with people, don't respect other civilizations. No, I mean respecting ourselves, respecting our history, and giving value to the sacrifices of our ancestors. Yes.
You also worked as a media coordinator in African Union campaigning to end child marriage, which is a great job. In Africa, yeah, this was based in Ethiopia from late 2014, 2017. Am I right?
Yes.
And what have you achieved in that period in terms of ending child marriage? And do you have the current status concerning this child marriage?
At African Union campaign to end child marriage, I learned more about how gender-based violence can ruin our future, can burn our future. Because when we kill the innocence of these small girls, like in Ethiopia, for example, there are thousands and thousands, not in Ethiopia, on the whole East Africa. They force them to marry at a very young age. And also these small girls, they are humiliated and violated by harmful practices. If a girl in the age of 6, 7 years, 8 years, she needs to be in school, she needs to play with her fellow neighbors. She needs to be on gardens. She's not a wife, she's a girl. She has to be at school. You cannot force her to get married. She has no choice, she's a girl. And if we are treating our girl in this way, we are threatening our future. And according to African Union reports, there are girls who died while they are getting this abuse of harmful practices, like touching their breast, cutting clitoris from their vagina. This is very inhuman and harmful practices which should be eradicated from the continent. Because we cannot raise as a nation, as African nations, while we are abusing our children. We are abusing them. So it's very sad, it's very harmful. I attended the launching of Anti-Child Marriage campaign in Sudan, in Mali, in Gabon. I traveled to Zambia to attend the first African Girls Summit there because we organized it. And last November, I attended the third African Girls Summit launched in Niger. And whenever I attend any summit, I feel really bad because I met ladies of my age or younger than me, and they are talking to me about their experience, how they get married at the age of 12 and 11 or 10, while at that time, me, I was playing football, I was playing tennis, I go for swimming. I feel bad. How can someone steal your innocence? You feel speechless. You feel really speechless, and it's very sad. We need to rescue our children. We need to rescue our future by eradicating harmful practices and child marriage. We need to stop this harmful practice.
As you know, social media is becoming both a place for business and a source for security threat as well across the globe. As a social media influencer, what is your reflection on this, Juini?
Yes. Actually, I don't know, like, I'm not that social media influencer, I'm an author. And I love that people are following me on Facebook because I keep writing. I share my articles, share my books. I wrote my first book called Lover from Africa, Ashiqa min Afriqiya, where I spotlight the indigenous civilizations in North Africa. And I said it in really...
That is all your influence.
Yes. You know why? Let me tell you something. When I published my first book when I'm in my 29 years old. So people they told me, listen, man, Tunisians, they don't read books. Don't expect that we North African Arabs, they go and buy a book from library. However, my book was sold. People, they bought it. And there were so many articles, reports about what I wrote. The second one, called The Last Dance from China to Africa. I mean, الرقصة الأخيرة من قرطاج إلى الصين. Sorry, because I wrote in Arabic, The Last Dance from Carthage to China, where I highlighted the North African civilization, the old North African civilization, Carthage, because Carthage has a leader called Hannibal who went and invades Rome on their lands. We all know the brave Hannibal. Well, talking about Carthage is romantic Chinese, romantic the whole world, romantic Africans, by who we are. Who is your ancestor? You are the children of Hannibal. Be proud of yourself. Well, influencing, I cannot say influencing, but being an author means telling the truth. And people, they follow the author who can trust. It's about being honest to them. And I think this is how my influence, I don't know, I cannot say influence, but let's say respect, believing, encouraging, because I'm always on the side of my people. I have faith on them. I have faith on Africa. So I'm in their side. I write for them. And they react, they send me their feedback, and they showed that Africans still read books. They read, and they have a highest level of intellectual people. They are not fake. They are not only on social media. They are not useless. Youth are not useless. Because there are so many people who said, no, they don't read books, they will never react, they won't discuss such topic. No. Africans, young people, they discuss intellectual topics, they are the future, they buy books, they are high educated people. I'm proud of them and I love them.
You are also named as Personality of the Year in 2018 for your role in leading an online advocacy campaigning in North Africa. And how should this experience be expanded to the rest part of Africa? Because this is related on North Africa, and you are also from the North Africa. How the experience should be expanded through the continent and even to the world?
Yes, okay. I was nominated as Personality of the Year after the publication of Lover from Africa. Well, the book highlighted the diversity in North Africa, highlighted the North African pride. At the same time, I wrote at that time many articles supporting the rights of Black North African. And I always say, c'est un Nord-Afrique des couleurs. It's a colorful North Africa. We are not white, no. We are black, we are brown, we are yellow, we are all colors. And we can't label North African people under the name of the Arabs, no. They are Amazigh, they are Tuareg, they are Copts, they are Jew, they're all. And North Africans had to accept each other and have to understand that their history starts before the invasions of the Arabs. We are a nation, we are people, we have Hannibal, we have Alisa, we have Jugurtha, all these brave personalities were born in North Africa before 600 after Jesus, which means there are people who connect our history to the Arab invasion. Where before Arabs, there were African civilization. And what I said is not against the Arabic history, no. It's against anyone who wants to underestimate us, okay? That's why if I want to share my experience and I want to expand it in the continent, and I always say this, people have to respect others, understand others, and learn that everyone, every single person in Africa has to express himself in a way that he feels comfortable. If you speak Amharic, this is your right. If you speak Oromo, this is your right. I don't have any right to come and tell you, no, you don't have to speak those languages, you need to speak English or French or Arabic. No, I need to respect your culture. You need to respect mine. This is how we can live together. What happened in Africa, in North Africa, that our governments and the last century, somehow they oblige people to speak one language, to be to be under one label, to be part of the Arabic elites, to speak one language, to have one history. No, this is wrong. Our strength is in our diversity. We can be one people, and I can preserve my culture and be who I want to be. Like you in Ethiopia, this is what I like. You have your own local cultures, you have your own local language, and you can live together. And I believe that if there are any problems in Ethiopia, it didn't come from you as people, it comes from politics. It's politics who threaten us. Politics, exterior politics, it is a threat to our national security. But we as a culture, we as author, as artists, people with different languages and minds, no, we are not a threat, because we are the children of this diverse, colorful continent. We cannot be threats to our people, because all what we have today, it's a heritage from our ancestors. It's not a threat. It didn't come from outside. The only threat is the lack of democracy, lack of respecting the human rights, people who want to bring problems to Africa, and they're stealing our resources and abusing us. These are threats, not us.
There are many movements in Africa, huge movements actually, to defend the continent from both external and internal pressures, economic pressure, political pressure, and so on. And my question is therefore, some African leaders are not supporting this movement. And what is your opinion on this? And how this should be corrected?
Okay, the question is, who are these leaders? Were they chosen by their own people or not? Who are their allies? They are allied with who?
That is
we know very well. We know very well our history. We know that there are leaders, pro-colored leaders. They are allied with France, with Britain Kingdom, with any exterior power, and this exterior power, they put them in the head of some governments, they give them positions only to follow up into their agendas. They are not Pan-African. Being Pan-African, I always say this, being Pan-African, it's not by color or by wearing African dress. No, it's by your positions and your actions. This is how it is being African, being Pan-African, is to stand by Africa, being on the side of Africa. We have leaders who are like, they are acting like Africans, but indeed we know them. We know them. And today, luckily, we are in the age of artificial intelligence. This is the age of transparency. We cannot hide any information. Thanks to new technology, we can see everything. We can share everything. We can know. Today, 2022, there are no time for dictatorship, no time for hiding, no time to lie into people. You cannot lie, because we will know. And we can know. So, if there are people who allies with our enemy, or who think that they can put our African youth, women down They cannot do that. They can't. And I have faith on my people, on my African people. I trust them. Yeah.
Finally, if you have message, you are welcome.
Oh, thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank you for inviting me to OBN TV. I'm really grateful to you. And I pray that may Allah yahmi Ethiopia. I pray for Ethiopia, for peace, for prosperity. And I'd like to say that I miss you. I miss that beautiful country. And what I want to say to African women, youth, I like to tell them only one thing: be brave and don't give up. Continue. You will make it, and we will make the Africa we really want. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Maha
Yes.
Juwini from Mauritania. Thank you very much for your analysis, and we appreciate you.
Thank you. Me too, dear. Thank you. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Dear viewers of OBN Horn of Africa, this is all about our discussion with Maha Juwini, a multidisciplinary woman from Mauritania. Till next edition, goodbye.